Yeah, he's nice. Real nice.
Oh, my, I should have warned you. If you're eating your breakfast, that was a... They're Getting Down. That's the new show that's coming out on Netflix about the rise of hip-hop in 1970s New York. It's called The Get Down. It centers around a group of South Bronx teenagers. Tory Devon Smith is in The Get Down, and he joins me right now on the show, which I'm really thrilled about.
Hello.
You are far too young to know about 1970s hip-hop.
Oh, come on now. Come on now. I remember a little bit.
But you probably had to learn a whole lot about that era and the influence of where that genre really started, right?
Yeah, I mean, the process for me was really, really quick, actually. I mean, I made a tape here in LA that was sent over to New York, and it had to be approved by Sony and Boz and whatnot. So what I did was...
Boz Luhrmann, just dropping a name.
I was just, you know, enamored with the fact that I was auditioning for, you know, one of the most prolific directors working today. It was really, really exciting. I sort of did a quick little YouTube sort of, you know, research. I watched some blaxploitation films. You know, I watched a documentary on the dilapidated state of New York at the time.
Wow.
I did a little hip hop research. I had an audition for Straight Outta Compton, so watching the NWA documentary also helped me out
sort
as well.
of filled in some of the blanks for you. But it's interesting to me that this is coming out in August, beginning of August on Netflix.
Yeah.
And only part of it. They'll do part of it, you fall in love, and then you have to wait for the next ones to come out, right? But it's interesting the parallels of some of the things that are going on in the Bronx and in New York in the 70s as what's going on now.
Exactly. This sort of strife that is happening right now within the black community.
You posted on Facebook.
I did.
You were really moved to say something.
I was. I felt as if I had to, because me living as a black man, I'm sort of affected. You know, every time something sort of like a massacre happens, it affects you.
Which is so sad to say every time one happens.
That we live in this state after Aurora, after 9/11, after Columbine, after Orlando. We get a sense of fear after the many, many black men that have been killed.
Right.
There's a fear for your own safety. And you shouldn't have to feel that way in this sort of, this really prolific country that we live in.
One of the other reasons I wanted to have you come in, and not only to brag on your Netflix soon-to-be fame, that's because you're a foster kiddo.
I am.
You know I have a heart for kiddos that have gone through the foster system, you and your twin sister.
Absolutely, yeah. We started off in the system around, what, 1987. We were twins. We got separated pretty early in life, which is sort of unfortunate. Well, when you're a kid, you don't know any different.
Right.
A lot of people will say to me, my gosh, what a life that you lived, but I sort of made the best of it. You know what I mean? I made sure that I stayed in school, and I made sure that I stayed performing because it helped me to the next step.
You were encouraged along the way to perform?
I was. It was 7th grade. My foster parent now, her name is Nancy Carter. She was my 7th grade high school drama teacher. And I remember her sort of taking care of me because I was in a home that wasn't very good to me. And she stayed with me. She would pick me up and give me money. And she would make sure that I had clothes on my back and made sure that I did really well in school. And by the time I was a senior in high school, she actually took me into her home.
What I always tell the foster kids that I speak with is that where you came from and where you are now does not have to define where you go in life. And you, my dear, are evidence of that. The Get Down launches in August. On August 12th, mark your calendar. You're going to be binging on it, but just a bit, because then you'll have to wait for the next episodes. Congratulations.
Thank you
Stay
so
happy.
much.
Keep doing great work.
Thank you.
My pleasure.